Tonight the fisher knight leaves the humble shores of home for the heady depths of court. Pray, let this token from humble Festi garner favor with the leviathans within. Oh, tut, no time for thanks, friend. The Duke awaits. Sail on, dear knight, sail on.
Look at the brave knight.
I fear your crown outshines my own. By my command, every road in Gransys shall be open to you henceforth as a member of the Wyrm Hunt. May your efforts help deliver us from the shadow of the dragon. As long as that damnable beast draws breath, I'll fain accept any help on offer. All right.
My. Apologies, dear warrior, but to see a face austere as the castle walls adorned with this... Still, 'tis more agreeable than the endlessly dour air of most of my husband's sawn swords. Valor dwells in the heart, after all. The brave ought not need their raiment to speak for their mettle, no? Hail, dear warrior of the lovely helm. I fear I am remiss in asking your name, sir. Arisen? You must forgive me. I fear I am grossly ignorant in matters of war. I had thought all who fought shared the title warrior. But again, you must excuse me. I am Eleanor, come just a few days past as a bride to the Duke. I pray you will serve my lord husband faithfully, Sir Warrior. I presume the crown you bear is a mark of your station as the Arisen? I must apologize for my laughter, good sir. I assure you I meant no disrespect. You would gift me your crown, dear warrior? You are far too kind. I shall cherish it. I shall pray for your safe travels, sir.
By decree of the Duke, you are to be allowed free passage into the castle. This right extends only to your person, and you are advised to comport yourself fittingly. A grievous breach in conduct will see you removed from the castle, or worse. You will take your orders from the Duke's Chamberlain, Aldous. Speak to him for further instruction. May the Maker see you on to further glory, sir.
How fared your audience with His Grace, Arisen? Aldous Ludric Sorn at your service, sir. I serve as a chamberlain in the Duke's court. As you may have seen for yourself, it seems His Grace is unwell. In truth, there is worry enough to make any man's head ache. But I fear he ails of worse than worry. Perhaps I ought not speak further on the matter, for my own well-being. I am charged with assigning royal orders, tasks of great import issued by the Duke himself. Pray forgive the bother, but I ask that you come to see me here in the castle whenever circumstances allow you to take on assignment. The future of this war is murky, sir. May your efforts help to bring its end into sight.
Arisen, sir? Beg pardon, sir. I bear a message from Milady Eleanor. She would speak with you, sir. In private, if you please. Some would raise an eyebrow at such a request, given Milady's vows to the Duke. I trust... forgive me, Arisen. I must learn to hold my tongue around proper company. Pray, find me tonight in the castle gardens. Praise the Maker you've come, Arisen. Oh, this is glorious. Most glorious. Pardon me, sir. Forgive the ramblings of a handmaiden on a strange errand. It's only... Milady's request to see you is a rare thing, you see. First in all my years with her, in truth. I trust you understand the delicacy of the situation. Milady is a married woman, I need not remind you. And well, yes... Even innocent conversation could be bent foul were it discovered by others. Pray, walk softly, Arisen, and have a care to let none find you visiting Milady's chambers.
My warrior has come for me. You must think me a shameless harlot. Would that words could prove my love is pure.
Off to a nice siren after a long day's ruling, sire?
No, you must hide.
There is a boldness that fell that dragon.
Quickly!
You storm my lady's bedchambers with the urgency of a man in battle. Oh, fear not. I shan't eavesdrop on the ducal proceedings. I remain to stand watch and guard, sire. For your protection, of course.
My Lord Edwin, would you had mentioned your coming, I might have dressed more finely. My lord, what are
Lenore! Lenore! Oh, my love! Forgive me!
My Lord Edmund, is something...
Lenore! Forgive me! I was wrong! I take it back, Lenore! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Lenore!
Your Grace, Edmund, this isn't... This wicked fool mistook a trifling kindness that I once paid for something more. He stole into my room. I was terrified. This commoner must be made to learn, sire. Give him a taste of the lash and a stay in the dungeon. Festy! Festy, I know you're there!
Milady is mistaken. I would never violate His Grace's privacy while he violates Milady's privacy.
Oh, brook none of your japes, fool! Summon the guards! Have this villain removed!
Well now, what have we here? Friend of the Duchess, sneaking off to her chambers for a cup of tea? Must be a fine tea. What to come all this way in the dead of night? Or perhaps you seek refreshment of a different sort, like a turn in the sheets with His Grace's own wife. Damn, you're tougher than you seem. Perhaps there's aught to this Arisen business after all.
What have I done? I cannot ask forgiveness for this betrayal. But I was certain the Duke would cut me down where I stood had I not spoken so. You must run. The Duke is half mad and fearsome wrath. I shall think of some way to assuage him.
How did you fare, Fisher Knight?
You know of the witch what lives in those woods?
Aye, they say she understands worm speak, the dragon's own tongue.
That hexer's lived there for many a year. Even as a child, I heard cradle tales of her witchery.
His Grace is keen to seek out the old crone. Even now he gathers men for a search party. You know more of the witch? Rumors swirl of late. Most on how she speaks with the dragon. Consorts with him more like some say. Others claim she summoned the worm herself. Whatever the case, we could do worse than seek her counsel if she knows aught of the beast. Speak with the soldiers to hear more of the witch. Even now they mount an expedition to find her.
Hang her! Hang the witch! She conjures a dragon! Damnable hexer! Burn her! Burn her! She's in with the dragon! By the Maker! The rock! It moves! Monster! This is her devilry! Run! Run!
I am sorry, Arisen. You share in my troubles through no fault of your own. Some part of me has long known I was, in truth, a pawn. I do not age or die as others, and always I found making my own decisions difficult. Gran gifted me a portion of her very soul. It was a kindness I can never repay. At first, I knew not how to use this gift. But now I have met you.
So, you are Arisen. This may come as a small surprise, but I know well the path you walk. For you see, I myself was once Arisen. And this girl, Celine, was my pawn. The soul of an Arisen cannot but affect their follower. Given time, the pawn will assume the Arisen's very form. This is the bestowal of spirit, or so I named it. I did not grasp the full meaning of this transfer when first I noticed it. But see well, Celine. See how she resembles me? I pray she can soon live her life as a human true. Age and experience separate us, Arisen, but I know you ken my words. Celine is more than pawn now. She yearns to choose the course of her life, free from the will of others. If you can aid in this, there may yet be a future for her.
My pawn print?
Yes, I see it now. In truth, I had long thought as much. The ways of pawns and humans are so very close.
Can I truly live? Can I be human?
You can, Celine. The bestowal of spirit granted you my heart. As you learned of the world, you filled this heart with feelings of your own. Pawns are but shadows of life, doomed to forever echo out across the rift. But soon you will be freed of this unending cycle. Then will your thoughts belong to you alone. Then will you speak with your own voice.
My own voice. I would be with you. Please, Arisen, say that I might stay in your village, under your roof. I want dearly for a place I can feel safe.
If it isn't the Arisen, what brings you to such a place, sir? Myself, I've come to rest from my travels, though it seems I've chosen the wrong place for a leisurely stroll. That slate you carry looks like aught of value, or scholarly interest at the least. If you want those strange writings read, you'd best seek a man of letters. A priest, perhaps. Helping the masses is their calling, after all. You'll likely get your information, and free of cost at that. It would be my pleasure to help you myself, though I fear my rates are a bit higher. No, as you like then.
Greetings. Text upon a tablet, and found amid the dangers of the wood, no less. Your bravery is a wonder, sir. I dearly wish I could tell you its meaning, but I fear I am yet early in my studies as a priest. Sad to say, all I can tell you for certain is that the text resembles Wyrm speak. Have you perchance been north, past the capital, to the place they call Hillfigure Knoll? I have heard rumor of a man there able to speak the language of dragons. True or no, 'tis a start.
Is there naught you have to show me, Arisen? For I have seen it. A cipher, void of meaning unto itself, but of vital importance. The sign of those bound to the dragon, and through it to one another. Bring it here. That tablet. Then it has presented itself to you as well, Arisen of the present day. I held it once myself, though it knew a different form then. 'Tis the Arisen's bond, an oath given form. It has shown itself to each Arisen in turn since time immemorial, ever changing its guise. Perhaps it is a test of sorts. Though it appears a humble tablet now, it will take on the form best suited to you when the time is come. Then the Arisen's bond has chosen its form. For you, it is become a ring. Take it. 'Tis the symbol of an oath that will bind you to what you hold most dear. That it chose a ring for its shape stands proof that other people are what you hold most dear. Make no mistake. The one you vouchsafe this ring to will be bound to you most powerfully. Whether that bond will be your shield or your undoing depends upon you. Therein lies the nature of the test.
Welcome, sir. Though I fear this place affords little hospitality. How do you find playing the role of Arisen, sir? Ah, but I misspeak. 'Tis far from play, I know. I meant only the role of hero must be tiresome work, to meet the demands for ceaseless feats of valor. I may have one such task to offer, if you've the time and inclination. Well, sir, then pray, allow me to begin with a word about this stronghold. Given the hold's remote location, those who man it are oft required to remain here for long stretches of time. And sadly, the worsening dangers that plague the roads have kept all freight from reaching us. No matter the number of pleas I send to the capital, I receive no response. We're to commence a new regimen of training soon, but morale among the men is dismal. By now, we are a week's food in arrears. Our remaining stores will not last long. It would be a mercy if you, as Arisen, would go and speak to the court on our behalf. And in so doing, an acclaim for precluding a dire crisis in the Duchy's defense. In Gran Sorin, you will find a Lord Julian. The Hold's expeditions and supply fall under his charge. Pray, speak with him, else the other guards within the Duke's castle.
The captain at the Stone of the North seeks supplies. Very well. I'll arrange for it at once. Know you what quantity he requires? 1 week, is it? Understood. No doubt a bit more would ease their worried minds. Tell the captain I shall add 2 days' supply to the amount he requests. Oh, and here. I should thank you to give him this. It is hardly much, but I dare say it suits the palate better than dried rations. A gift for the men of the stone. I am grateful for your aid, Arisen.
My thanks for your trouble, sir. A message from Lord Julian. 2 additional days, is it? Yes, I see. You've done well, good Arisen. Your efforts shall not be in vain, I guarantee it. Something further, sir. A meal from the Lord's own larder, is it? My. The men will be delighted, I'm sure. You are kind to have gone to the trouble. I must say, Arisen, you've an uncommon intellect and a shrewd nature to match. 'Tis some manner of fate what caused our paths to intersect. Pray, take this, a humble token of our fellowship.
Kill 'em all!
You've come. I came here to the Abbey in hopes they might find me worthy to send on to the Grand Cathedral in Aldring. No place holds so much wisdom concerning the dragon as there. While I am here, I train as a sister of the faith. I'm to gather flowers. They say I've talent as a healer. That if I labor hard enough, They say I'll learn to grant blessings upon others through flowers. I fear I am a poor judge of such things. Still, what say you, cousin? 'Tis said a blessing of flowers leaves the recipient awash with joyous feeling. Any luck? Though in truth, 'tis the Mother Superior here I must convince of my abilities. And the priests. I must show them I've an aptitude as a healer. But as I said before, I've little notion what to expect. Could I ask you to give a flower to someone and tell me of their response?
No, surely not. To imbue the bloom with such energy after such a short time. 'Tis enough to make me doubt my senses. Pray, have the priest in Gransys or Cassidus take a look. In truth, she may yet pass the great cathedral's gates earlier than not.
Sweet Kina is so diligent in her studies. I pray the Maker guide her on to ever greater things.
Well, I hope so.
She trains in the blessing of flowers, does she? And she bears the gifts of a healer. How wonderful. I should like to see her handiwork. One look at such a flower is enough to glean the power of they who blessed it. This is Kina's, then? How marvelous. It would seem she is gifted indeed. Perhaps it will not be so long before the Mother Superior writes the mainland on Kina's behalf. To think on it gives me joy. It was the Maker's hand guided her here to our church. I know it.
You delivered the flower. And what did the father say? Then they acknowledged my skill as a healer. I knew I was right to have come here. If I continue at this pace, I am sure to earn transfer to the Great Cathedral. I swear I will. Then I shall learn more of the dragon to aid in your journey.
You were raised with Kina, were you not? I would ask a service of you on her behalf. Maker bless you, my child. As you know, Kina is well devoted to the church. She has distinguished herself here, in her studies and duties both. So it is at long last that her fervent wish has come true. She is granted transfer to the Grand Cathedral in the mainland. It is a great honor for our humble abbey. We are aglow with pride. We wish to bestow upon Kina a gift of blessed items, that the Maker may shield her on her journey. But alas, we find ourselves without certain sacred materials required for the blessing. As her friend since childhood, we can think of none more suited to gather these items. I would also ask you hold this errand secret from Kina. We hope to surprise her with the gift on the morning of her departure.
Now, where were they selling charms? Gransorin? No, it was in the catacombs, right?
Kina, was it? Seems the girl's taken with the idea of training at the Grand Cathedral. We're mates, you and I, hmm? Well, perhaps I'll take the girl there myself. Don't look so worried, friend.
Oh, I didn't expect to find you here. Though in truth, you could well say the same of me. I'm sorry. I know I caused you worry. But I've glad tidings. At long last, I'm granted leave to the Grand Cathedral. Thoughts of your plight consumes my days. But now I may finally discover some means to aid you. All the faith knows of the dragon can be found at the Grand Cathedral. I pray you support my decision to go. Thank you. I feel I must go. Both for your sake and my own. In my heart of hearts, I always knew you would support me. Is that not why you helped Sister Claris gather items for a blessing? Yes, I heard. But please do not let slip that I know. She does so love her little surprises. I do wish you would stay close. Shall we?
That was what the Mother Superior needed for Keena's gift, Arisen.
I shall see you at the Abbey anon. Make her speed your steps.
The materials can be found within the catacombs. I understand these self-same materials are readily available in processed form throughout our capital. The gold required, however, is formidable, and we feel the task worthy of a more personal touch besides. My thanks, Arisen. This is all we required. We shall begin the blessing at once. May the Maker's light shine always upon you. Well, sister, the time is near. Our time together has been short, and yet you have become so very dear to the Abbey.
You make me feel quite small, sister. To quit the Abbey for my own reasons seems altogether selfish now.
Nonsense, child. It warms my heart to send one of our own to the Grand Cathedral. Before you depart, I would have you take this. A gift from all of us.
Oh, my! So this is why you spent such long hours afield. It is wonderful. I cannot imagine the effort it took to craft. My steps will be lighter knowing I bear the support of such fine friends. Pray, wait for me. I shall return to help as soon as I might. Also, I would give you this. It is a small thing, hardly equal to all you've done for me, but Listen to me. It seems there's nary a parting I can't turn painful. I shall return to you. I swear it.
Keena would ne'er have had the resolve to make this trip without your encouragement, Arisen.
Hello. As you can tell from the look of me, I'm at my wit's end. I've need to travel south through this mine, but the accursed gate won't budge. Despite the dangers, I came this way hoping to shorten my journey. Some shortcut, eh? 'Tis a fine waste of time if the gate cannot be lowered. Do you mean that? You'll see it opened? Aye. 'Twould be a most welcome boon. But are you so certain you can make it so? You do seem a strong enough sort, I'll warrant.
That one!
Bested the gate, have you? Happy news, that. I'll just be on my way then, eh? Still rife with monsters, is it? Well, that won't do at all. Say, you've half cleared the path already, sir. Fancy finishing the job for a fella? I've every confidence you'll prevail, I do. Off you go, then. All clear, you say? Happy news, that. You are a wonder, sir. I'll not tarry about then. With this road open, the merchants of the capital will have an easier time bringing in goods from afar. 'Tis a fine thing for sellers and buyers alike, having trade on the rise.